Welcome back, dear students. Today we discuss the exercise of chapter number 12, electricity. So let's start from the first question. Question number 1. A piece of wire of a resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. So here, dear students, a piece of conducting wire is given to you and cut into the 5 equal parts. Now these parts are then connected in a parallel. So all the 5 parts are connected in a parallel. If the equivalent resistance of this combination is R dash, then the ratio of R divided by R dash is blank, right? So here one conducting wire has a resistance R ohm, right? We divide this conductor into the 5 equal parts, and then all the 5 parts are connected in a parallel combination. The equivalent resistance is R dash. So what is the ratio of R to the R dash we need to calculate? Here the option is given to you. First option is 1 by 25. Second option is 1 by 5. Third option is 5. And fourth option is 25. So now let us discuss the answer. So here given that a resistance of a piece of wire is proportional to its length, right? As you know the formula, capital R resistance is equal to rho L divided by A. So from this formula, we can say that the resistance of copper wire, resistance of the piece of wire is proportional to the its length. Now, a piece of wire has a resistance R and the wire is cut into the 5 equal parts. So the resistance of each part is R by 5. So when we cut a wire in a 5 equal parts, the resistance of each part is a R by 5 divided by 5. Similarly, when we cut a wire in a 10 equal parts, the resistance is R by 10. So all the 5 parts, now all the 5 parts are connected in a parallel. So equivalent resistance, how we calculate the equivalent resistance? Equivalent resistance is calculated by 1 upon R dash is equal to 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3, 1 by R4 and 1 by R5. So when we place a value, 1 divided by R dash is equal to 5 by R. 1 by R divided by 5. So 5 we take it up. So 5 divided by R, 5 divided by R, 5 divided by R, 5 divided by R, 5 divided by R. We get the 25 divided by R. So 1 by R dash is equal to 25 divided by R. So taking this R in the upper direction, right, in that place, R divided by R dash, we get the answer 25. So our answer, the ratio of R divided by R dash is equal to 25. Similarly, you can calculate a conductor given to you has a resistance R and we cut into the 10 equal parts. What is the equivalent resistance when they are connected in a parallel, right? Question number 2. Which of the following terms does not represent electric power in the circuit? Dear students, we know the formula of electric power. What is the formula of electric power? We know that P is equal to V into I, right? So electric power is represented by formula P is equal to V into I. So here the question is that does not represent the electric power, right? So from this formula we know that according to the Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, right? So place in that we get another formula of electric power, P is equal to I square into R. P is equal to I square into R. And instead of I, if we place from this formula, I is equal to V divided by R, right? We get the other formula. Instead of I, we place in this formula I is equal to V by R, right? We get the another formula of the power, P is equal to V square divided by R, right? So this all the formula. So these all the formula of the electric power are correct, right? So here first पहले हम क्या लेंगे, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की फॉर्मूला क्या है, P इज इक्वल टू V इंटू आई है. सो दिस वन इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिक पावर, करेक्ट है, राइट. नाउ हमको ओम्स लॉ पता है, क्या है ओम्स लॉ, V इज इक्वल टू आई आर. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ इन दिस put V is equal to I into R, we get the formula of electric, another formula of electric power, P is equal to I square into R. So here this one is also correct, right? And if we place, अगर हम I is equal to V by R put करते हैं यहाँ पे, तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की फॉर्मूला क्या होगी, V square by R. So this also represents the electric power. So this one I into R square does not represent the electric power. So our answer is a B. Answer is B, right? So I square into R does not represent the electric power. Question number 3. An electric bulb is rated 220 volt and 100 volt. Here the potential difference across the voltage 220 volt and rating is given to you 100 watt, right? When it is operated on a 110 volt, the power consumed will be blank. The option is given to you: 100 watt, B 75 watt, C 50 watt, and D 25 watt. So how we calculate the answer? Dear students, we know that the formula of electric power, the energy consumed by an appliance, is given by the expression P is equal to V into I, or we can say that the V square by R. Yes, it is the formula of electric power consumed by the electric appliance. P is equal to V square by R. Here the voltage is given to you, but we need to calculate the electric resistance, right, of the appliance. So how we calculate the electric resistance? So resistance R is equal to V square by P. From the formula, P is equal to V square divided by R, right? We calculate the resistance R is equal to V square by P, where we take a P is equal to 100 volt and V is equal to 220 volt. So if we place a value R is equal to 220 square divided by 100, when we calculate this, we get the resistance of the appliance is 484 ohm, right? Ohm is the unit of the resistance. So this rating, from the rating is given to you 220 volt and 100 volt, we calculate the first resistance of the appliance by the formula R is equal to V square by P, right? Now power consumed by the appliance, how we calculate the power consumed by the appliance? With the help of the same formula, P is equal to V square by R. Power consumed by the appliance is calculated with the help of the same formula, V square by R. But here we take the voltage, bulb is operated at a voltage 110 volt. So instead of V, we place a 110. So power consumed by the appliance P dash is equal to V square by R. but here we place a V is equal to 110 volt. So 110 square divided by R, we get the answer 25 watt. So the power consumed by the appliance is a 25 watt. Understand or not? Yes, we use only this formula, but to calculate the resistance we take a rating voltage, and to calculate the power consumed we take a given supplied voltage. Question number 4. Two conducting wires of the same material and of a equal length. Here given two conducting wire of the same material and equal length has a equal diameter. So length of the conducting wire as well as the diameter of the conducting wire as well as the material of the conducting wire are same, are first connected in a series and then parallel in the circuit across the same potential difference. The ratio of the heat produced in a series and parallel combination would be blank, right? The option is given to you: 1 gem 2, 2 gem 1, 1 gem 4 and 4 gem 1, right? So how we calculate this? So here the two conducting wire of the same material, right, same length and equal in the diameter are first connected in a series, then connected in a parallel with the same potential difference. What will be the heat produced in the circuit? So now let us consider that Rs and Rp be the equivalent resistance of the wire if connected in a series and parallel respectively, right? So when these two conductor resistance are connected in a series, the equivalent resistance is Rs, and when connected in a parallel, the equivalent resistance is Rp. Now, according to the formula of the heat produced in the circuit, H is equal to I square RT, or we can say the V square by R into T. So when the resistors are connected in a series, the formula of HS is equal to V square by RS into T, and when connected in a parallel, HP is equal to V square by RP into T. So taking a ratio, we get the RP divided by RS. So the ratio of heat energy produced in the series connection and in the parallel connection is equal to Rp by Rs. So now dear students, we need to calculate when the two resistors are connected in parallel, what will be the equivalent resistance, and when the two resistors are connected in a parallel, what will be the equivalent resistance. So dear students, when the two conducting wire are connected in a series, the equivalent resistance Rs is equal to sum of the individual resistance. So the resistance of the conducting wire is R, right? We get the answer when the two resistors are connected in a series, the equivalent resistance is a R plus R is equal to 2R. And when both the conducting wire are connected in a parallel, the equivalent resistance Rp is equal to R by 2. How we calculate? You know easily. So by the formula, above formula, Hs, heat energy produced in a series connection, divided by Hp, heat energy produced in a parallel connection, is equal to Rp by Rs. What is the formula? Above formula, Rp divided by Rs. So equivalent resistance in a parallel connection divided by equivalent resistance in a series connection. So what is the equivalent resistance in a parallel connection? R by 2 divided by in a series connection 2R. We cut down the RR, we get the 1/4. So the ratio of heat produced in a series and parallel combination is 1/4. That is the answer C. Question 5. How is a voltmeter connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference between the 2 points? Right? So to measure the potential difference between 2 points, a voltmeter must be connected in a parallel between these 2 points. Right? So to measure the potential difference across the any component, voltmeter is connected to the parallel with that component. And ammeter, what about the ammeter? How is the ammeter connected in the circuit to measure the electric current? Ammeter is used to measure the electric current. So the ammeter is connected in a series with the component to measure the electric current. So here two questions. How the voltmeter and ammeter connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference and the electric current in the circuit. So voltmeter is connected in a parallel, whereas the ammeter is connected in a series, right? Question number 6. A copper wire has a diameter 0.5 millimeter. So diameter of the copper wire is given to you 0.5 millimeter, and a resistivity of the material is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm into meter. So here the diameter D of the copper wire is given to you 0.5 millimeter. Resistivity of the material rho is given to you 1.6 into 10 raised to minus ohm into meter. What will be the length of the wire to make a resistance of a 10 ohm, right? So resistance of the wire is given to you 10 ohm. So we require a resistance of a wire is a 10 ohm. What should be the length of the wire? We need to calculate a length of the wire L. L we require to calculate. How much does the resistance change if the diameter is double? So now when the diameter is double, what would be the resistance of the wire, right? So let's discuss. We know that the formula of the resistance of the wire having a length L and cross section area A is given by the formula R is equal to rho L by A. Here given data, resistance of the wire is given to you. Length of the wire we must be calculated from this formula. Resistivity is given to you and diameter is given to you. So you can easily calculate the area of the wire from this equation. Cross section area of the wire A is equal to pi d square by 4. As in the previous video we calculated similar examples, right? So the cross section area of the wire is calculated by a formula pi d square by 4. Pi d square by 4, right? So put a diameter D is equal to 0.5 millimeter, or we can put a 0.0005 meter. So we need to convert this diameter into the meter. So from the above formula, the length of the wire L is equal to RA divided by rho. Value of R given to you 10 ohm. Area pi d square by 4. We can also calculate it above 3.14 pi. Value of pi is 3.14. Diameter 0.0005 square divided by 4. So we get answer is 122.72 meter. So the length of the wire should be placed 122.74 meter. So now what about the resistance? when the length of the conductor is double. So if the diameter of the wire is double, the diameter of the new diameter is 2 into 0.5 1 millimeter, and similarly we calculate the resistance, we get the 2.5 ohm. So now instead of this we can calculate orally also. When the diameter of the wire is double, the resistance becomes of 4 times the initial resistance, right? Because the resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the square of the diameter. So the resistance of the conductor is 4 times reduced. So we dividing this 122.7 divided by 4, we get the value 2.5, right, ohm. Now question number 7. The values of current I flowing in a given resistor for a corresponding values of the potential difference V across the resistors are given in a table, right? Table is given to you, and in this table value of the current I and the potential difference V is given to you. So value of current 0.5 when the potential difference is 1.6. Value of current is 1 ampere, the potential difference is 3.4. Value of current is 2 ampere, potential difference is 6.7. Value of current is 3 ampere when the potential difference is 10.2, and value of current 4 ampere when the potential difference is 13.2. So now plot a graph of V and I and calculate the resistance of the resistor. So how we plot a voltage and current graph? The plot between a voltage and current is called the IV characteristics. And dear students, we know that according to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. As the potential is increases, the current passing through the resistor is increased. So the graph of this we calculated. Take on the x-axis, take the voltage V, and on the y-axis take the current V. So corresponding value of the voltage, right, 1.6, we take the current value, then all the value of the voltage we take here and draw a graph. We get a graph of this linear, right? So graph of the electric current versus potential through the resistor is a linear like a straight line. So यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे एक्स एक्सिस पे हम वोल्टेज की वैल्यूज लेंगे 1 2 3 4 5 और 2 4 6 8 10 12, और वाई एक्सिस पे क्या लेंगे, करंट की वैल्यू लेंगे. सो वोल्टेज की वैल्यू है, फर्स्ट वैल्यू आपको पता है क्या है, फर्स्ट वैल्यू वोल्टेज की 1.6 एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग करंट की वैल्यू है 0.5. सो टेक अ मार्क एट अ 1.6 एंड एट अ वैल्यू 0.5. सेकंड वोल्टेज की वैल्यू है 3.4 एंड करंट की वैल्यू है 1.0. सो टेक अ मार्क एट अ 3.4 and 1.1 ampere. So draw this graph, we get the linear straight line graph. Now how we calculate the resistance from the graph? The slope of this line we get the resistance. So how we calculate? Take any two value from the table. Take any two value from the table. Here we take two value of the voltage and current. First voltage 10.2 and second voltage is 3.4. So make a difference 6.8 volt and corresponding currents. So at a voltage 10.2 current is a 3 ampere and at a voltage 3.4 current is a 1 ampere. So take a difference of the electric current 2 ampere. So by dividing the voltage divided by current, right, 6.8 divided by 2, we get the value of the resistance, right? So the resistance of the resistor is a 3.4 ohm. Question number 8. When a 12 volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, then a current of a 2.5 milliampere in the circuit find the value of the resistor. So here, dear students, right, voltage value is given to you. V is equal to 12 volt. Current passing through the resistor is 2.5 milliampere. So here, according to the formula of Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, we calculate the resistance R is equal to V divided by I. Voltage is given to you 12 volt and current I is given to you 2.5 milliampere. So the potential difference we take a 12 volt and current I we take a 2.5 milliampere. So milliampere, that means we need to convert into the ampere. So 2.5 milliampere, that is a 2.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 ampere. So by placing the value V of a 12 volt and current I is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So 12 divided by 2.5, we get the answer 4.8, and 10 raised to minus 3 we take in the upward direction, it is a 10 raised to 3 ohm. So the value of the resistance is 4.8 into 10 raised to 3 ohm, that is a 4.8 kilo ohm. 10 raised to 3 ohm we represent as a kilo ohm. Kilo, that is a 10 raised to 3, 1000. So we get a resistance of a resistor is a 4.8 kilo ohm. Question number 9. A battery of 9 volt is connected in a series with a resistor 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 12 ohm respectively. How much current would flow through the 12 ohm? So here 5 resistors are given to you: R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 are connected in a series with a battery of the 9 volt. What would be the current passing through the 12 ohm resistor? So dear students, first draw the circuit diagram. Draw the 5 resistor connected in a series. So draw the circuit, all the 5 resistors R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 connected in a series with the battery of the 9 volt, right? So dear students, you know that when the resistors are connected in a series, the current passing through each resistor are same, right? So same amount of the current passing through the resistor. How we calculate the current passing through each resistor? So first we need to find a total resistance. So the total resistance is a sum of all the resistance. So the total resistance of the circuit R is equal to 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4, 0.5 and 12 ohm. We get the 13.4 ohm. So now the current passing through the resistance 12 ohm, I is equal to, we know the formula, I is equal to V divided by R. We take a 9 volt and R we take a 13.4 ohm. 13.4, and when we calculated this, we get the answer. So I we calculated 9 divided by 13.4, we get the answer 0.671 ampere. So in the series connection of the resistor, all the current passing through all the resistor are same. So you can say that the current passing through the resistor 12 ohm is a 0.671 ampere. So dear students, remaining question answer we will discuss in the next video, right? So keep watching my video to understand the remaining question answer.